This is going to be the reading for those of you with a year card number 7, the Chariot. As you can also read in the description, if you add the number of your birth date and birth month with the year 2024, you will get a number that can be reduced to the numbers from, let's say, Tarot, from 1 to 22. But this year 2024, all the combinations possible are between 5 and 16. So if you get the number 7, then your card, it's the card of Chariot, and this is associated with the sign of Cancer. The typical Cancer individual is like a charioteer, because they travel in an early version of the mobile home. They like adventure, they are warriors, they are determined to protect and defend their communities. Some travel for the sake of business and trade in order to make a better life for their families. Some journey in pursuit of knowledge and experience and to make new connection with people in other parts of the world. They are just resourceful, intuitive, and protective. So this could be a year in which you are in charge of your journey. You also have the yin and yang here, all kind of travels, even if it's about new business adventure. No matter where you travel, you will always bring a piece of home, of your inner world into the journey. You will find a way to feel at home wherever you are. Maybe you find your home between heaven and earth. So as I said, the card is associated with Cancer, so I will look at the Karma card. So we have Cancer, and then we have the Moon as the one who is ruling the Cancer. And I also have a beautiful card here for the Moon. The Moon is associated with the day of Monday. The colors are silver and white. And some mantras for you. I am beginning to remember who I truly am. I am tuning into the guidance of my intuition. I am willing to hold space for the fullness of my emotions. And I will also pick up a card for the house, so then we can read some messages for you. And the card you get, it's number 10, which is house number 10, the house of mother, honor, trade of profession, rank, employment, roots. That's the 10th house. So the messages that you get here will be at 3 levels: physical, mental, and spiritual, for all the 3 bodies. Physical reaction resulting from the history of your career. Mentally, feelings caused by attitudes from the past about where you are going. And spiritual, the nurturing of intuition to protect your destiny. And when it comes to actions, physically, let your feelings tell you how to use your intuition and become a person of power and status. Mentally, accept attitudes from the past about your success. And spiritual, defend your feelings responsibly. And I found interesting that the Moon as such is the ruler of Cancer, but for those born in the 3rd decan of Cancer, that's between July 12 and July 21, there is another card associated with this Moon as ruler and as sub-ruler, and the card, it's the 4 of Cups. And you can see that is a card of somebody a little bit unhappy. Maybe the dreams are not coming true, of not being able to admire what it has, but thinking of what he doesn't have. So if you find yourself at a moment in your life, let's say with this kind of feelings, and maybe even this period in the year it's going to be relevant for you, I will do a quick reading for you based on the moon, with moon cards. But before I go to the reading, I want to find a symbol from geomancy for you based on the things we already have here on the table, how this is working. I'm looking at the numbers, so we have number 7 for you as the number of the year. This is an old divination method. People will make spots on the sand or use stones. So if you have 7, you take everything that's 2, and then you end up with 1. Then we have here moon. And if you know something about magic squares, the moon has the magic square 9 times 9. If you are interested, you can even look for it, and then using the letters from your name associated with a number, you can draw a kind of symbol in this special magic squares, and that could be a power symbol for you for the next year. But as I said, it's 9 times 9, and with 9 as with 7, we will end up with 1. Then we have Cancer, which is the 4th month if we look at the astrological year, and it's also ruling the 4th house. So if we have 4 stone, of course we will take 2 out, and then we remain with the 2. And we had here the 10th house, and I think you got it already, the difference between all even and odd numbers. We will have another 2. So your symbol from geomancy is going to be 1, 1, 2, 2, which is actually the Fortuna Minor. And this symbol for next year, let's say, it means small luck or inner luck. It's about finding happiness in small things. You can easily get over obstacles. You can also get help when you need. You have to find balance between work and relaxation, and your work to be more focused on your inner world, because there is another symbol called Fortune Major, and they are both associated with the sun. But you can imagine this minor fortune is like when the sun goes in the night, like you have here the moon. That could be the little sun. But the sun in this time, it's like in the night, it's like goes in the inner world. So it's a time for you to accept your darker side. And even with this 4 of Cups, maybe moments in which you have to face your shadow and in the same time embrace them. Nothing to be afraid of, because you are really in charge of your journey. In order to do the reading, as I mentioned, I will have to clear up here. And as I said, I'm going to do messages from your guides. This spread is perfect when you are feeling a little confused or unsure about your current situation. The moon will help you open up communication with your higher self and your spirit guides and teachers, so that you can find clarity and align with your soul highest good. The first card is going to show you what is hidden, what wants to move from your subconscious to your conscious awareness. And you have here a beautiful card of movement. And you see it's like the waxing gibbons, if you follow the movements of the moon when it's halfway from the dark to the light. I dance with my passion, I move with my flow. The light of the moon gives me power to grow. So this is the way to move things that maybe are disturbing you from your subconscious into your conscious and work with them. Create more movement in your life. Explore different dances and exercises that you are drawn to. Make a music playlist that motivates you. Listen to your body. Focus on the solar and heart chakras. The rhythm of your soul dance is unique and yours only. It is yours to find alone, and when you do, flow in your rhythm. Surrender to the rhythm of your heart. Because, like I said about the symbol, the Fortuna minor, it's a time of inner discovery, of inner work. Then, how to do the healing. What is your soul perfect healing elixir? The visionary, Aquarius. We know that next year Pluto is going to enter into Aquarius, and we are all waiting for that period. We had astrologically quite some difficult years. Your mind is expanding and new possibilities are surfacing. Use your third eye to envision this new frontier. Your goals and purpose will be impact more than just you. So do not be afraid to dream big. Imagine what you can do for your community. So this is maybe the healing that you are opening up to. Remain true to yourself and your dreams, and your path will become clearer than ever. Look when the moon is in Aquarius, and that could be a good moment for you when you have new moon to do something out of ordinary, when you have a full moon in Aquarius to embody your uniqueness. And then the last card, it's going to be about expression. How would your soul like to move in the world? And then you have Gemini, the twins. Several planets are going to be in Gemini, something powerful. This is the duality within and without, the feminine, masculine, and the shadow light energy that are in each of us. And we said you need to embrace all, and now we also add the feminine and the masculine. Which twin is speaking to you? This air sign invokes the mind and can bring out the social butterfly in you. Open-mindedness is the key for the twins to ride their mood swings and to receive the message they need to hear. You feel pulled in many directions because there is a lot of external and internal dialogue at play. What are you listening to more? What is your spirit leaning towards? More social outings may be occurring, and this can be a wonderful opportunity to meet with like minds and express yourself. The same advice like we had here with Aquarius, to pay attention to the new moon in Gemini, read a new book or catch up with an old friend, or with the full moon, go to the theater or another social gathering with friends. So some key moments for you during next year. I hope you feel powerful as the Chariot and embrace the intuition of the moon, the rhythm that it's bringing, like we said with your Fortune minor, the night and the day, the fluid of emotion, the tear of bliss and the tear of sadness, like in this Four of Cups. If you have feelings that are too much, think there is always a movement, and you are actually this beautiful grail, this beautiful portal to spirit, and you reflect light. Maybe you are looking for it, in looking for the grail, but the grail is in you. I mentioned the sun that in the night goes in an inner search, is also here on this Chariot card. I hope the messages are useful for you, and thank you for watching.